Kyle.
What it do, peeps? What's good?
Hold on, check it out.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Hey.
Getting money now.
Woo!
Getting money now.
Woo-wee.
Yes, sir. Kyle, what's up, man?
Man, chilling. Can't complain. Hanging out. How are you?
Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate it.
Of course, bro. Come on. Are you kidding me? You gotta thank me. Let's get it.
Is that weed on the walls?
No, it's not weed. It's vines. It's like ivy.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm being a little funny, but
if it was weed, that would be crazy because I could definitely be running multiple operations out of the studio.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You
And
wouldn't even have to go anywhere.
It would be crazy convenient if you were a weed smoker if you had just that much weed on the wall. Like that.
On the wall, especially in the studio. Just walk over there, get some, come over here. Come on.
Oh, so that's your house studio? That's your home studio right there?
Yeah, it's my little home studio setup. You know, we got a little something cracking.
I feel you. All right, look, first, can I get a better look of the GameBoy chart? Are they present?
Yes, sir.
Yo, so one of the craziest pieces in the game, I must say. Like it's this. I mean, you got the white
there for sure.
That's white gold and yellow gold, right?
Yep, white gold, yellow gold. We got yellow diamonds here, emeralds in the middle, rubies on the buttons. It's craziest piece in the game for sure, without a doubt.
You're up there as far as like originality. You're up there, like I want to say top 10 with all the pieces I've seen through the years. Those are dope. Now let me ask you: are you a gamer, and are you competitive? If you are,
boom, I am for sure a gamer, and if it's a game that I know I'm good at, I'm hella competitive. Like I feel like 2K, right? If somebody beats me in 2K, we might not talk for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna keep it solid. Like
yeah.
I'm really that competitive about that.
You sound like my 14-year-old son, and I beat him the other night for like the first time, and he can't handle it, bro. He's having a mental breakdown because I beat him like 70-55. Now I had an all-star team because he's better than me, but last night it didn't work out for him, and he was sick.
Yeah, he was probably pissed, bro. Of course. Come on. Are you kidding me? Losing at 2K is like damn near similar to getting beat up. Like it's just it's demoralizing.
I get that mad when he beats me in Madden because Madden's my thing, and when he beat me in Madden, I lose it. I lose my mind. All right, so congrats on the album. I see you went famous. I want to get back to the album real quick and just congratulate you on the success of After Party. And one time for your outstanding performance, Cup.
Thank you.
Yeah,
the After Party was a full Netflix smash. One of the best things that ever happened to me. I'm so happy that I got to like do that as my very first acting thing ever. Like I'd never acted before, and I got to be the lead in a Netflix original. So that was like huge for me. On top of it, I got to meet like every rap legend ever while shooting it. So it was like, you feel me? That was the cherry on top. So yeah, the After Party was a huge smash, and it really kicked me into the acting world. And now I'm working on like all types of animated shows and television series.
Yeah, we're going
other film.
That's one of my questions is the animated show. But hold on, pause. You're jumping ahead. No, who saw the acting ability in you and reached out and was like, Kyle, I think you should be the star in a movie?
Like, I think it was solid, bro. What happened was I was doing, like, I was always in drama class and whatnot in high school. So, like, I wanted to be an actor.
Right.
And the moment I really moved to LA, when I first got my booking agent, they asked me if I was interested in acting. And I might have been, like, 18. And I was like, yeah. And so they always knew I was interested in acting, but I don't think anybody really knew, like, I was the one. I just had to go out on auditions and stuff and really get after it until I found something that, like, fit me perfectly, which was the After Party.
I do think that your videos show that you had the chops for acting. In your videos, you showed that, I think that's one thing that people might have saw your videos and be like, yo, I think this guy could probably act in a whole movie. So just want to give you salute on that. It's a great movie. You did a great job.
Thank you.
I hear comedy and acting are not easy to pull off, one of the hardest things to do, even for great actors. Which one do you think was more challenging creatively, acting or music?
Woo! Damn, that is a good, bro. Hey, straight up, that's one of the best questions I've ever been asked.
Nice. See it now. Now this is a moment for me as a radio personality where I'm gonna just write that down. Kyle said,
write that down. Creatively, because if you would have said like workflow wise, I would have been like, ooh, like that's a little easier to pinpoint.
I'm talking about
but creatively, I think it's weird because music is natural, but I think you definitely have to spend a lot of time trying to like strategize and plan how you're gonna do something creatively, but then sometimes it just flows. And the other thing about movies is a lot of that is not overthinking it and letting it just flow. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of that is like, at least for my style of acting, is like, I'm like trying to do personality. I'm just trying to be myself as overtly as possible. Right. And a lot of that just sort of flows. So I'm gonna say creatively, probably music is harder randomly. Yeah? Even though acting should be harder, it's like acting is a lot about just like body movement, you know what I mean? And like sort of how you feel, not necessarily how you're like thinking. And I think that is like easy for me to do for whatever reason. Like entertaining people is easy to me, you know?
Okay. I mean, I can relate to that message because I have studied acting myself in college classes, some TV acting. I've auditioned for some TV commercials myself. So if you know you got a booking agency, please, maybe we could switch some numbers after this and
I got
help a brother out, get some auditions or something. Okay.
I got you.
Let's get back to your second official album, right? This is your second official album. It dropped July 17th. New music is very useful during these Corona times, so we appreciate that. Thank you for the new heat. I want to talk about See You When I'm Famous, the track itself, The Legend, Too Short, and As Chike, right? As Chike.
Yeah, you know what? It's AZ Chike. And the funny is, I called him As Chike the first time because I thought that's what it said too. And it was funny because I didn't want to offend him. I was like, damn, I feel like bro's name kind of sounds like As Chike, like ass cheek almost. You know what I mean? And that's not the case. It's AZ Chike. Very awesome counter rapper from South Central LA.
Really dope. Well, because I had to do my homework on him because I didn't want to mispronounce his name. And then I thought to myself, don't say the AZ, just say Chike. Because I heard him say Chike. I was like, okay, that's how he says that part.
Yeah, Chike is good. You can just call him Chike.
I rolled the dice on the AZ. I rolled the dice. Well, anyway, just you put the Legend Too Short on there, man. I gotta, applause for that, bro. That was just that's
you know what? I've always felt like this responsibility to unite the youth with the OGs. I really feel like I'm like a conduit for the OGs and for the youth. You know what I mean? And I think there's so much that the youth could learn from the OGs if they were to just pay attention and not be like kind of the egotistical youth that they are. And then I think there's so much the OGs can learn from the youth if they were to put their egos down too. So I always I think that both the OGs respect me and the youth respects me. And so I feel like it's like a duty of mine to put them on the same track. Like Chike, his first song that got him cracking was a remix of a Too Short song, but he never met Too Short. You know what I mean? Never. And Too Short probably doesn't know that there's these younger kids out here flipping his music and turning them into hits. So I'm like, let me just bridge these two together and see what we get. And I think that, it's really dope because OGs obviously know so much about music. That's why they're still around. And then the young dudes have so much innovation and just brand new energy. So it's like, it's mutually beneficial for them to get along with each other, but there's all this young dude, old dude beef for some reason. And I try to like fix that.
I think you hit it earlier. Egos, young egos or older egos. Like the fact that you can you're approachable. You will go out of your way. You'll approach them. You have no problem putting on guard and saying, "Yo, what's up? Let's do this." Where somebody else might be like, "Man, I ain't doing that."
100%, bro. Everybody feels like some kind of way about like approaching somebody and being like, "I can learn something from you." Old dudes and young dudes, and I think that that's like something they both got to fix. Like, let's just learn from each other. I was like, come on, Too Short has so much game for me. Are you kidding me? He has so much game. He has 2 decades worth of game.
Absolutely.
Let me just take that in. And the same thing with, you know, somebody like Trike the Too Short. And Too Short's always been receptive and open to working with new people. And that's why Too Short came out in the 80s and is still dropping songs in 2020.
Right. It's still,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's why he's still here. So, yeah.
I feel that. The Joint Girls, I thought it was really dope. What's that original sample, man? I can't put my mind to it. What is that?
So keeping on the trend of linking the youth with the OGs, that is a sample from the Beastie Boys. And we had to reach out to the Beastie Boys. Yeah. So we had to reach out to the Beastie Boys to get that cleared, and they helped us put that record together. So shouts out to the Beastie Boys.
Oh, wait, they actually helped with the joint, creating it?
Well, we created it, but then when it came to like what we could use, what we could sample, you know what I mean? All those like things, they kind of helped it come out. They helped more on the like, how do you say, like the legal side of that song coming.
Because I've heard that process can take a long time and can be a headache. So you're saying that they help speed up the process and make it easy as possible.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It could take years, and they really helped us put that together. So shouts out to the Beastie Boys. And then shouts out to my girl, Rico Nasty, who's like one of the hardest rappers out. And it was dope for like even that song, which I don't even know if she knew about that old original song. It being such like, it's a legendary song, but it's definitely for the dudes, you know, it's for the bros.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was cool to like sort of be able to bring that to the new school, flip it, and now let's let a female rapper get on it and give her twist on it for the girls. You know what I mean? And it just came full circle, you know?
I could definitely see girls like jamming to that joint, like empowering them. You know what I'm saying? Like them feeling like it's for them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, without a doubt.
Absolutely. All right, so probably my two favorites, Bounce and Mr. Man and KID. Those are probably my two.
Yes, sir.
Right now, those are probably my two favorites. Because I will say, all right, let me keep it 100. At times, your music can have a pop feel to it, right?
Of course, yeah.
But you turn around and do this in a heartbeat.
Let's go.
Look, Sky, you know, I need a big crib in
Montecito. Can't wait in El Nino. The only thing I'm talking about free is my homie Greedo. Like Gambino.
Or some childish shit like Gambino. Stop playing with him.
Don't play at all. People forget, man. It's like, you know, me, I grew up like in a very diverse setting. So like my music taste is just like pretty much, you know, it's in a lot of different fields. But at the end of the day, like my favorite rapper of all time is still Jadakiss. You know what I mean? So these bars are coming in heavy when I want them to. That's the thing. I'm just
don't make me hop on YouTube and look up some Jada.
Whoa. Oh, bro, man, look, Jadakiss, The Lock, Styles P, that's all like my favorite rappers. I grew up really on East Coast rappers and like Big L and stuff like that. So like, you know what I mean? I told people though before in the interview, I was like, I would rather make all the kinds of music I want in order to like fulfill myself than try to only make, even though I love like really rapping, only make that in order to prove something to other people. But I'm glad that you hear it and that you talk about it, because I'm always gonna put those bars in there for my love of like real rap. You know what I mean? And people like Jadakiss and Styles P and Big L and P Rock and CL Smooth and all that.
It's almost like a little reminder, like, don't fuck with me.
Oh, bro, nobody needs that. I'm gonna give it solid, especially in this era of rappers. Like, I get down with all the SoundCloud rap too, but when it comes to if anybody ever wanted to just bar out, you don't know. You don't want to do that.
And I'll say your older music maybe showed that a little bit more. I feel like maybe.
Facts.
But like you said, you're successful. You're famous. You reached. I'm not saying you don't have other things to accomplish, but you accomplished a lot, right? So it's like Okay, I'm jumping here, but the name "See You When I'm Famous," that was your quote in your yearbook.
Yeah, that's my senior quote. Yeah,
Like
17.
that screams vindication to me. To all
Yeah.
your non-believers, it's like
Oh, for sure.
I knew in high school, cuz. I'm just saying, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
man.
dope.
That's, you know what? I've always known, ever since I put that as my senior quote, I've always known one day I want to make the See You When I'm Famous album. And I want to wait till I'm actually successful enough to really be like a example. You know what I mean? And the example and the moral of the album really is you don't need to have the money. You don't need to have the connections. You don't even need to have a lineup. Like, I have no lineup in that picture. You know what I mean? I'm looking cooked. But what I did have was
in the gut,
unshakable.
yeah.
I looked crazy. But I had unshakable belief in myself. And I think that a lot of kids don't ever make it somewhere because they never start, because they feel like they need somebody else to believe in them. And the thing is, you got to believe in yourself first. You got to have that belief in yourself before anybody else. And that's why me as a 17-year-old kid with just no clue of how I was going to do it, put See You When I'm Famous. And I want to use that as an example to other kids out there that want to make it one day. So, yeah.
It screams vindication, my brother. Hard work, like, never quit kind of thing. And let me talk about the interlude with Mr. Man. He talks about this carefree feeling. I wanted to touch on that because me personally, bro, like, I try not to take myself too serious. I have no problem being goofy or recording myself being silly or smiling or laughing because, in our world, in this hip hop world, in this community, sometimes being goofy or smiling is considered weak or soft.
It is.
So I loved how he talked about you've always been this carefree person, and like you can hear it all in your music. I mean, the new single,
Money Now.
It's so, oh my God, it's such a feel-good song, bro. Like the vibe is so, it's just it's, you know what I'm saying? I love I love all, yeah, I'm sorry, my bad.
No, you good.
I know, how many times have you heard this song, right? I think variety needs to be in place. I want Jeezy. I want J. Cole's. I want Juicy J's. I want Nas's. I want the variety. And this is what you do. And it's good. It's really good.
You know what is really cool that you bring up that interlude is because I think that was something I was trying to teach myself in the making of this album. It's like, me, I've always been so good at making music that I can make a bunch of different things, right? But why am I making those different things? Is it to gain respect? Is it to be seen as this other thing that I want that somebody else has? You know what I mean? I'm doing it for this validation from other people. And I think what Mr. Man was saying in there is like, bro, like, you don't need to focus on doing that. Like, focus on just making music when you are just having fun. Like, when it was just, because that's like my old best friend and my old rapping partner. Like, make the music you made when you were just having fun. And be you. You're right. There's a variety. I don't need to be J. Cole. That's J. Cole. Right. I need to focus on being Kyle and do what Kyle does best, and that's be himself and have fun and hopefully make other people happy and confident and all those things. So, yeah.
No, that's so solid. Hey, let me throw it out there. Long story short, me and my brother rapped for like 10, 12 years in Pittsburgh. Wiz Khalifa, we used to be in and out the Wiz studio with Wiz. Mac Miller used to sit behind me in Pittsburgh when I used to host parties. Mac would sit behind me in the DJ booth the whole night. But anyway,
that's hard.
I chased the dream for a long time, the rap dream. Me and my brother did. I ended up getting into radio. But I tell you, the day I started letting the industry influence my art, when I go back and I listen to the music before that, the influence of the industry and being on radio, that music was so much more pure and original and so better to listen to than the newer stuff when me myself was trying to, like you said, what am I doing this for? Is this for me or for someone else's approval? And
exactly.
It taints the art itself, bro. It's not pure. Like, let your art be pure. Do exactly what you feel at the moment and exactly what you want.
That's it, man.
Don't let nothing. You're like, man, I think it should go like that. Then do it like that. Like, don't let nothing deter you from what you genuinely, artistically come up with?
He's dropping facts, y'all. Pay attention. He's dropping facts. These are gems.
And that's why you have the fan base you have. They love you because you are you, bro, and you're unapologetically you.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
I'm not trying to get
man.
over passionate. It's true though.
Nah, thank you, bro. That's what it's about, man. As soon as you love yourself, you don't need that love from nobody else, and that's when you're gonna make your best product. So don't worry about that other stuff, you know.
Oh my God, that reminds me of what damn it. What's his name just said when he retired?
Logic.
When he said I finally don't have to go online to look at what people are saying about me, because for the first time I love myself enough where I don't care what people are saying. He's not even going online to read comments, and I was like, damn, that's what? That's it right there.
That's pure happiness right there, man. I'm happy for my boy because he really has been putting out great music for so long, and it's like you have to realize, yeah, when you go on that journey of trying to impress everybody, that's a dark path to walk because it's never gonna happen. Bro, no. Believe it or not, you can go to Kendrick Lamar's Instagram and see somebody on there hating. And that's pure greatness in a person.
Right,
like, how are you gonna hate on something like that? It's like it doesn't matter what you do, how great you are, how many boxes you check on what is an awesome rapper. There's always gonna be somebody out there that hates on you. So I'm glad that he's not paying attention to that or like seeking that validation no more.
Bro, before I let you go, thank you. Sugar and Toys, Fuse, season 2. What are we?
Season 2. We're renewed, baby. Season 2. Yeah.
Wait,
you know,
let
we
me
did
tell
our
you,
first season.
I wasn't that up on the show. I wasn't.
Yeah.
And then I was doing my homework, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh, I've been missing out. This is crazy. So season 2's official?
Season 2 is official. We are officially renewed. It is an animation show produced and created by Carl Jones, Brian Ash, and myself. And
the Boondocks, right?
The Boondocks, yeah. Boondocks, Black Dynamite, a bunch of other epic shows. Brian Ash and Carl Jones are like comedic geniuses, and I'm really appreciative that they let me in on it. And we had our first season, didn't know how it was going to go. It boomed, and we got renewed for season 2, you know? Which is epic because a lot of people do one show and they're done, and it's like, ooh, remember that show that had that one season?
Yeah,
but we came back for season 2, so we're on. Well,
I was kind of skeptical answering the question because if the answer would have been no, I would have been like, I feel bad a little bit. Let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, it was a great show. Let's do the next question.
Nah, we're good.
Great interview, man. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it, man.
Hey, bro, thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the honest, knowledge of what I got going on, and the questions were great, bro. So thank you.
Oh no, yeah, bro. You're an interesting person. I was excited to do the interview, and then it's just we live in this world now though where it's like so many artists and so much music. It's so hard to keep up. Where you're introduced to somebody. This dude, he could be rapping for 4 years, and you're just meeting them. So. Your catalog goes back to 2015, 2013. I mean, if you want to be honest, your first album dropped 2011, right? Like 2011, Your first album dropped 2018, and now your second one just dropped. So it's like that's a journey, that's a career. So congratulations,
thank you, bro.
For real. And maybe we'll meet in person after this COVID-19 shit is all over, yo.
Bro, when it's done, I'm coming up to the station, bro.
Garrett, I'm gonna hold you to that, my brother.
Yeah, bro. Peace.